Afternoon, guys. It is Sunday, the 6th of December, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I asked if anyone was interested in what I have accomplished this week and what I've learned on my trading journey. If you don't follow me on Instagram, there's a link down below. Make sure you follow me. So, going back a little bit, you'll see in my last video that I've now started to learn the beginner and advanced courses run by KB Trading. So this week, I got into it. So I'm going to go over what I learned this week, and I'm going to go over some of the restrictions that stopped me from learning as well. And then at the end, I've got a question for you. I hope you can help me decide something. So on Monday, this is the beginner side of it. Okay, I am going from scratch. I'm not an expert. I am a complete noob when it comes to Forex and the learning side of things. So it starts off fairly simple. Started learning about currency pairs and then currency correlations as well. That then in turn moved us on to technical analysis. So for those of you who are more of a beginner than me, that is the identification of trends, patterns, and movements to determine future market direction. From there, I moved on to candlesticks, which covered the anatomy of them and what they represent in the charts. And then at the end of that section, it also covered pips, lots, and then stop losses and take profits. So that was Monday. Typically Mondays for me are quite laid back. My normal job, I'll go in, there's normally a lot to do, but I can only just get it sorted like that. All about networking. Tuesday, so moving on from candlesticks, I actually moved on to candlestick patterns as well. And I won't go into too much detail about it, but basically it covers bullish and bearish candlestick patterns and what they look like on the charts. Thursday, I learned about support and resistance levels and also about support and resistance zones, as well as trend and trend lines. And then I ended up Friday learning about Fibonacci and its use predicting price retracements. Fibonacci is just a phenomenal tool to be able to use. So you might not notice Wednesday I didn't do a single thing. I didn't do any learning, and there's a reason for that. Wednesday work for me was quite stressful. Normally I cope quite well with stress. However, there was a problem that had risen its head, and partly due to me not checking it properly and partly due to other people not coming up and going, yeah, I'd be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. It then fell on me to come up with a solution, which is fine. You know, I like to problem solve. However, this was not an easy problem to solve. And normally when I finish work, that's it. Work is done, go home, file 15, forget about everything at work, concentrate on family time. Did not happen on Wednesday. Normally when I get home, Mrs. Crash is cooking dinner and then I get time with the kids whilst she's cooking, and it's great. It helps. If there has been a stressful day, it helps relieve that stress. But Wednesday was just something else. And, although I did spend time with the kids, my head was not completely in it. In the back of my mind, I've still got this niggling problem. So 6:30 comes for us, 6:30 till 7 is when we put the kids to bed. They have a bath, they get a story, and everything else that goes on with that. 7 o'clock, downstairs. Right, tidy up, finish tidying up from dinner, and then I'll get in the books and I'll start learning some more Forex. Finish tidying up and I'm like, no, that problem's still there. So I sat. Normally my routine also has reading in it. So I'll move on to that as part of the question I want to ask you all at the end. Started to read this book, and it's a brilliant book, and I absolutely loved reading it. Could not concentrate, and even the bits where it's like it's really intense and you don't want to put it down, I'm still like, nah. So anyway, 8:30, I finally came up with a solution to this problem. But by that point, my head, it was just completely I'll try not to swear. It was completely fuzzy. 8:30 isn't late for me. I'm happy to go on and, Monday, Tuesday, finished clearing up at 7:30. I was learning till 9:30, 10:30 those nights. Not a problem. 8:30, I'm like, there is no way, but I'll give it a try. So, opened up my folder. So the course comes as a PDF file. So I've actually printed it all out. I find it easier to go through the pages and read it as opposed to scrolling on a screen and potentially getting lost. A bit of a biff like that. Anyway, opened it up, started reading, and there's just that haze in the back. I'm like, the problem's been solved. This should be easy. Come on, concentrate. But no. And then I sort of came to my own conclusion that mental capacity was gone. I'd used up so much of the grey matter thinking and overanalyzing and solving this problem that there was no capacity left. So as much as I did want to continue on the learning part of it, I had to admit to myself that even if I did learn, even if I did read it, it might not have gone in. So what did I do? I went and watched some stupid videos on YouTube, and that was it. Put that to bed. Thursday night, bang, back in, straight in the books. 7:30 after we cleared up, Mrs. Crash goes upstairs because she runs 3 different jobs, 3 different companies. So she's upstairs. She's working away on her own on the laptop in her bedroom, right here actually at the desk. And yeah, I sat at the dining table and I got in the books, and I could tell, because that problem was solved the day before, there was no stress. It was easy to then go in and learn, but better than that, it was easier to retain that information. So if you've set yourself a schedule and you either you really can't be bothered doing it because of external factors, or you just got no energy, don't feel bad about having to skip out on it. Okay, it's better to skip out on it than to try and learn it, get confused, not retain it. I mean, it's a waste of time. You may as well just go and watch some crap on YouTube and enjoy yourself. So yeah, that was that. This week I'm going to be carving out time. Next up in the course is learn about moving averages, stop losses and take profit. Stop losses and take profit. Take profit placements, and then chart patterns as well. So that's what I've been up to. That's what I'm hoping to get done this week. However, things are subject to change. Such as life, we can't always get what we want. One of the best expressions I ever heard was, we can only fuck with the dick we've been given. And it's true, you can only do with what you've got. So there's that. So moving on. The question that I'm going to ask you guys. So I got done reading Call Sign Chaos by Jim Mattis. For those of you who are not aware who Jim Mattis is, he's a bit of a legend. Jim Mattis was a 4-star general in the United States Marine Corps. And his leadership style, I was first made aware of it when I heard a story, which later went on to become true. So I was pretty cool. As a 1-star general, he relieved a major, I think it was, who was duty over the Christmas period. Some of you are thinking, well, what's so great about that? This is a 1-star general who is taking over from a major. And a major, in the big scheme of things, a major is a nobody. And when he was asked why he did it, he answered, I'm a single man and I have no immediate family to go home to. The major had a wife and kids, and him letting him off meant that he could go and spend Christmas with his family and that. And I have some experience in leadership. That, I'm not going to lie, that got me a bit hard. To see this, what this guy is willing to do to maintain his Marines' morale, and to help out where he can was great. Anyway, in the book, he talks about leadership on 3 levels. He talks about the strategic level, wrong, tactical level first, then the strategic level, and then he moves on to executive level as well. So the book, although he is a military general, and you'll tend to think that military leadership is different, he's written it in such a way that whether you're a civilian or whether you're military, you can understand the points that he's making. So if you're in any sort of leadership position, you should definitely go and check out this book. Which leads me on to the next point. That's that book down. I've now got a choice of 3 books, and I'm cautious that we're losing light here, so I'll try and be quick. The first one is The One-Page Marketing Plan. I got all these books for my birthday a few weeks ago, so I'm keen to get them read. The next one is Gold Dust: How to Become a More Effective Coach Quickly. And I think this is the one that most people are going to choose, especially those who are watching because they're interested in trading, is Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I've been recommended Trading in the Zone by, again, Sam Kavanagh and Michael Bamber. Michael Bamber's listened to it 3 times on audio, and the video that I've just finished watching of him this morning, because I'm going through all these videos, start from the oldest to the newest one. He has just started reading Trading in the Zone. I think he's 2 chapters in, and he absolutely sings its praises. So, over you guys. Drop a comment down below. I'm going to put this picture up on Instagram as well, so come over there, sound off. What would you choose and why? And also, what are you reading at the minute? Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you recommend. And I'll leave it there. Until next time, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Stay safe.